Alright, so as you can see here, ooh, okay. It's a bit weird. It's a bit. I have to get a little bit ranty here right now. I think Twitter is still living in the past, the bygone era. They're not. They're certainly not into the future. Why did I bring this up? Well, listen. I'm not upset that my account is this way. I'm upset that Twitter hasn't evolved from the past. They're still living in the past. They're still living in the 1980s, 1990s mindset. And how could there be a company like this? Twitter is very big. It's very vast. Everyone's using it. One of the top big three, I think. Anyway, companies out there, and 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 they're still living in the past. Let me explain what happened first. Listen, we've temporarily limited some of your account features, and for 12 hours, I'll stay like this. I can't tweet to anybody. I can't private message anybody. So yeah. So basically, the whole point of Twitter is to get on and tweet. Okay, and the second point, I guess, is to direct message. I understand taking away the ability to tweet. But taking away the ability to direct message someone, that's a bit, I'm getting flashbacks to my, to, like, what is this? Is this like the amino again? Is this amino happening all over again or what? Either way, so let me tell you what I said, and I read over the violation of rules, and the only way the word I used in my tweet would violate any rules is if they are still living in the past. Now, things change throughout history. People took a nice word like gay and they made it something evil and foul. So gay just meant happy. It was that's innocent. But now now some homos looked at the word gay and said, "Hey, let's use this for our own cause." And I say that, "Hey, that's bad. Don't use that. It's just the word just means happy." They didn't care. I wasn't even born then, but they didn't care. They used it for their own agenda. They took it. They raped it. They murdered it. They evolved it. They changed it to their own meaning, and that would be fine and all, but the original meaning of gay has changed now. If you go to a dictionary, it means homosexual. That's a lie. That's a lie they put there. Now, listen. In the internet culture, listen. I say the original definition of something can stand. Like, gay means happy. All right, we all know it means happy. But if you want to use it meaning something else, go ahead. But that's not what the homos did. The homos, they took the word, they raped it, whatever. Words have changed throughout all of history and all that. That probably happened many more times. That's just me using an example here. But here in the internet age, here in the new age, here in the we're no longer in the past, because that's the past mentality. That's the past. They fucked up the past. That happened in the past. Whatever, it's in the past now. Let's try and go towards the future. And the thing here is, this Twitter cannot grasp, apparently, that they're still living in the future, is the word faggot or fag. Fag, apparently, I looked up on Urban Dictionary. There's no good way to utilize what fag means right now, as of now. Fag means a bundle of sticks. That's the primary definition. That's how the definition should always stay as. And the secondary, third, fifth, eighth definition should always change or be added and all that stuff. But let the primary definition of the word stay there. And let us make remixes, second definition of that, whatever. Now, listen, to me, fag has different meanings, alright? Fag, was it? Well, like I was saying earlier, in the 1980s, 1990s, a man would look at another man, call him a faggot. The other man would get upset because in that time period, being homosexual was very bad in the public's eye. It was very bad. It's a no-no. And that's the same type of thing that Twitter here believes in. That's what they believe. They believe that it is something bad. However, you go to 2014 and beyond, and we find people call each other faggots. Faggot has lost its meaning of being called that. It hasn't really lost the meaning of being called a bundle of sticks. However, listen. If you call another man a faggot, it's like, whatever, dude. You just call him a faggot. Now, that's the first meaning, right? It's a bit hollow, but there it is. The second meaning is that he's a faggot. He's a faggot. And what does that mean, huh? What does that mean? Well, to be a faggot, you would have to be. It's kind of like a faggot is not like a normie. You know, there's a normie, but then there's a faggot, and then a faggot evolves a little bit more, and then you get to what I am, a nigger faggot. You know, it just means your meme levels are pretty high. I'll say. Of course, there's different variations of nigger faggots and faggots just regularly. There's art of faggotry and all that shit. You know, how to shit post and all that. Um, but then you go back a little bit more into the past from faggot, where we got the memery of faggot of what's going on with there with faggot, and we find out what faggot means. You know, you see this what was this, like 2004 or 2005, 2006 emo type of scene boy, you know, who's not a normie, but he's not yet. Um, what we know today is faggot. That's also another variation of faggot. Now, this is important to understand because that there has nothing to do with violating the terms of services that are found on Twitter. I read over them. Thankfully, Twitter is not like where you could actually they tell you where you went wrong. And it's true. Twitter rules. I looked up the Twitter rule. At the time, it said this. Now Twitter's a bit snaky here. They're a little bit his snaky. They said, hey, 12 hours until your account's okay in good standing, or you could delete your tweet, and everything would be okay. So I said, all right, I'll delete my tweet. I deleted my tweet. Here we are now. It's telling me 11 hours. It didn't do anything. So I deleted my tweet that I should have not deleted. Will I go back? Maybe. So I'll probably just leave this message and tweet it at the original tweet. It was just for some video thing. All I did was, hey, who this faggot, And now I'm not saying that person, whoever, I didn't even know what was going on. I didn't tell anybody that they were a homosexual. I didn't tell them that they were a faggot like I explained to Meme Head. I didn't use the 2004 scene boy faggot type of thing because that no one uses that. It's just a relic of the past, like the other versions. And it was just more faggot like a person. Faggot as in dude. The same way you use nigger or nigga. They both mean dude. Same thing faggot means. Faggot, nigger, and nigga. They all mean dude in the end. And a dude means a person. Or a dude just means a dude. You know what I mean? It's a simple way. It's simple usage, and they lay down the smackdown right here to me and to my account for this. Now, listen, I understand it. Listen, they're complete right to do this. I'm not saying they're violating me as anything like that. All I'm saying is, hey, Twitter, listen, I know you're in the right to do this, but you need to update some of your stuff here. Because you got kids nowadays calling each other's niggas and niggers and all this stuff. Just simple, because we're friends, we're telling each other this, and people are gonna get fucked like this. You know what I mean? They're gonna get fucked. Now, see, hey, there's actually a good use of that. The word, the F word, fuck. It's used many different times. The original meaning of fuck is to nail something in. However, many people use it differently. When they get in pain, they go, "Ah, fuck." They emphasize it. When people, some guy said, "I fucked her." Oh, okay, he had sexual intercourse with her. I didn't mean he had pain with her or something. They say, "Ah, you're a fuck." And then oh, okay, well, I'm something bad now. Substituting whatever they would have said for just fuck. Much like fuck, faggot follows in the same way. Now, I'm just saying that Twitter needs to update their stuff and be a better company. They need to be a better Twitter, if you would. I don't know if it's pretty hard now to think about it. I mean, they're a major corporation at this point. They're really huge, a lot of money. And they could upgrade their stuff every month, I would say, And the only thing I said in the tweet is, who is this faggot, Like I said, I didn't know what was going on. There was a picture or to a video, I think, with two people in it. So it's not like I was directing to any one person, There's three names in it, 3 ats. I think it was Twitter, someone else, and yeah, I think it was Black Nerd Comedy, and I think it was Ryan Reynolds. Either way, It was their names, both their names, and I said, "Who is this faggot?" Referring to one person, calling them like a faggot. I could have said the same thing. Who is this nigga? Meaning just who is this dude? That's how I was using faggot. And it's sad to see that this company, Twitter, is still living in the past. Am I upset about this? Nah, not really. No, I understand. I'll wait out the 11 hours or whatever. To take away my right to DM, I'll say that, hey, like, whoa, calm down. No one's using it to direct message. But to take away my the service that you've provided me to tweet, okay, understandable. Okay, DM, no, I think you went a little too far there. I can still like. I don't think I could retweet. I think retweeting should be still allowed. I just don't think manually tweeting would be that hard. Either way, those are little nitpicks here. But the main pick here, the main reason why we're all here, is just simply for the fact that Twitter update your stuff here, because because the only way that the word faggot would be applied is if you still lived in that 1980s, 1990s mindset of faggot means homosexual, and I'm using that in a bad way. Now, I ain't gonna go into people's preferences here, because okay, listen, there could be a homosexual man who, if you call him a faggot, he's fine by it. He's 100%, he loves it, he enjoys it. But there could be another homosexual woman who you call her a faggot, and she explodes. She doesn't like it. She wants to kill you. She wants to stab you. That's preference of people, but I'm talking about as a company yourself. This is how the times go. This is how times right. You have a lot of different things happen, all that stuff. But still, you should keep updated. I mean, your service here is also filled with memes. So yeah, no one here uses faggot in a bad way. Meaning, what they said here. What they said here was basically use it to discriminate sexually or whatever. I believe that's it. I could be completely wrong. I do not remember at this point. It's been a couple hours. I've been doing some stuff. Just wanted to make this video as fast as possible, but some other stuff came up real fast, like taking a poop and all that. I put some concentration some elsewhere, taking a big shit. Also, shit's another word right there. That's very different. So I just want to say, hey, Twitter, get your shit together, and I don't mean get your literal feces together. I mean get your stuff. I'm using instead of stuff, it's shit. I don't have to explain this. I thought Twitter was grown up enough, but apparently they're still living in the age bygone era, as they say. Sadly, that era is gone. I mean, good music and stuff, good culture and all that. Love the Wendy's. Love the Wendy's. I'll say. Love the Wendy's right there. But listen. Still in the old era. And whew. Yeah, it's just I can't believe they even did this. You know what I mean? Just living in the past, kind of. Anyway, I'll retweet this video when I get a chance. I'll retweet it at the people whoever. I'll repost this little thing right here. But yeah, never in my time on Twitter have I ever got hit with a boot by saying faggot before. Maybe because I always put faggot instead of faggot. But see fat and then you put the word get. Ooh, that's bad. That means he's hating you because he's homosexual. That's wrong. Fag and then you put the got instead. This is totally different. No. Either way. Listen. So yeah, if you see this video, call out Twitter, spread this video, let them know what happened. Tell them, hey, you gotta update your stuff here, because you got people trying to just meme. Internet culture is very different from the world's culture. Because in the world, you have a dictionary, the rules are kind of set here, but on the internet, you have the Urban Dictionary and stuff. Like I said, the terms of fag and all that, I looked it up on Urban Dictionary. It's not the same. Of course, on the manual dictionary, it's different there. So the phrase faggot that I was using it in just meant dude, and of course, Urban Dictionary, people still haven't put it there because it's more of a 4chan underground type of secret thing. Normies don't know about it. But still, come on, dude. You got people coming up here, using your service and stuff, from a different culture. Now, the last example I would like to make is if I was Australian, or from the UK, because those gentlemen from there, they use the word cunt a lot. They say, oh, hey cunt, hey cunt, what have you been up to? And cunt could be looked at a very bad word to Twitter's eyes. So if I was Australian calling my mate a faggot or a cunt, and I get in trouble like this, it's my culture. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. I don't know if any Australians have gotten the boot here by Twitter for calling their mates any cunty words. You know, hey cunt, what's going on, cunt? But yeah, that's what happened. Sorry if the mic is too close to my mouth. I don't. I'm trying to test this mic whole thing out. First video like this, I'd say. Anyway, that's it. That's all for me. Whoa, whoa, the world's ending now. Anyway, listen here. Just call them out. Thank you for that. Hey, listen, leave a like, leave a subscribe, but you should probably check out my other videos before you subscribe or do anything like that. But hey, leave a like if you agree with me, or maybe if you don't, if you like the video, whatever. But most importantly, share this to Twitter so they know that that on the internet things are very different than they are on the world. You know, more on the underground faggot type of things. All right. So hey, see you niggas. I'll be going somewhere. I don't know where I'm going. But I'll make more videos or some shit. I don't know. Leave a comment if you want or whatever the hell. But hey, I got a Nirogante to go slay. Get his gem. So hey, faggots, I'm out.